There's a new brow tattoo technique trending these days. It's called by a few different names: powder brows, ombre brows, even concealer brows. It doesn't give the look of hair strokes like microblading, which we've talked to you about before. Instead, it looks a little bit more like makeup on the brows. So joining me now is makeup artist Ellis. All right, so talk to me a little bit about what is the difference between microblading and this technique? Because you're still like, is it permanent?
It's semi-permanent.
Semi-permanent, okay.
Yeah, just like microblading and 3D embroidery, it's semi-permanent. But I found that I'm using this mostly these days to cover microblade blunders.
Oh, yeah.
There are some women who really do like that I'm sorry, not the micro, but the makeup look on their brows instead. So at this brow, I've completed with Julia.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, and you can actually just take a concealer pencil, draw a line underneath, and blend it into the brows. It looks just like she has on makeup.
Just like she has on makeup. I have to tell you, I went away this weekend and I had my makeup done. And one of the first things she did was my brows. And I usually don't do my brows. And it just changed everything. Like my whole face popped and my eyes popped. And you know, but I'm getting older and some of the hair's not there. And, you know, I don't really need to wax them like I used to all the time.
Right.
So I know that this is a really good option for a lot of women.
Right.
So it's semi-permanent.
It's semi-permanent.
Is it like is that a needle?
No, so this is a blade. There are several needles connected. So it's not really a blade. Several needles.
Does it hurt?
Connected together. Julia, what do you think?
On a scale of 1 to 10, probably a 2.
Oh, okay.
And I'm microblading her in the front area so that it gives the ombre effect. But there's so many things you can do with this blade to make the brows look however you want. We can make them darker all the way through, or lighter in the front and darker in the back.
Oh, so it's so it looks sort of natural. How long does it last?
So it lasts about I'd say 1 to 2 years, relatively.
Oh, really?
Yes, relatively. It's about how well you take care of it, the condition of your skin, things of that sort. I've had mine in now for almost 3 years. Microblading.
Oh, yeah, they look great. And how much does this cost?
$550.
$550. Okay, well, I mean, the last couple of years, I mean, I could see,
That's
you know,
right.
well, I mean, why it costs it. But like we've talked before, and like you said, you know, you've been fixing a lot of issues. It's really important that you go to somebody that knows what they're doing. How do you know?
So, I always tell people that a good way when you're on social media looking at brow work, you want to ask that person to give you references. Pick out 3 pictures and say, hey, I'd like to speak to these 3 people. If they say no, it's client confidentiality, whatever, go to someone else.
Go to someone else.
I don't have a single client who would not want to speak to someone to say, yeah, this is my experience. And then ask for a picture of the brows so that you see what the brows look like after they've healed, because that's what's important.
I think that is what's important. Okay, we want to talk to you about something else. Freckle tattoos. So people are actually getting, I mean, and I know they can be so cute. People are actually getting freckles tattooed on instead of working to get them off.
That's right. That's the new trend, freckle tattoos. I'm having a great time doing freckle tattoos. I think that for everyone, you want what you don't have. Right? Yeah, so I can give you what you don't have if you want it.
So are they looking for, I mean, that's like a lot. I pictured maybe just a few freckles, you know, like to add a little, but they're adding a lot of freckles.
Before has a little, yes, but it's all relative to the person.
Okay.
What you like, the color, the shape of the freckles, the pattern in the freckles. I study people constantly now because I do it. So even my son, I take pictures of his freckles because I like his pattern and I want to emulate that on someone. So
yeah, because I mean, like I said, it shows youth and it's cute, and
yes,
I'm working hard to get rid of my discolor spots, you know? I mean,
but they're semi-permanent too.
Oh, they're semi-permanent as well. All right. So thank you, Kobe, for coming in. And your brows look beautiful. Thank you for being our model today. If you'd like to share these trends with a friend, we're going to post this interview a little bit later on news4jax.com. Vic?
So maybe you are.
Yes, we have same-day appointments. Yes, we have on-site x-ray. Yes, we're here till 7 p.m. Yes, we're 5 minutes from downtown. It feels so good for my patients to know that McGowan's got their back, literally.
You are going to the beach and maybe some Frisbee's going to